The law of Moses was given by the Lord to the people of Israel so that the people could live with high morals and ethics. During the prophets' times, the Lord would send messages to Israel and Judea's leadership through prophets. The prophets' common thread is that the government officials, especially the kings, did not appreciate the Lord's message. So, they killed the messenger. The time of the prophets was several hundred years before the birth of John the Baptist. It is the Lord who determines the time of events and people and not humans. The Lord decided to send a prophet and the Messiah at the same time. Herod Antipas should have listened to John as opposed to murdering him. Herod Antipas hid his repentance behind his royal position. He owned the power on earth to do what he wanted to in Galilee. He must have forgotten that the Lord sees the sin of Israel's leaders and takes action. Herod Antipas was known for his extravagant parties and loose morality. Each person must determine if one is going to follow the laws of Moses. Living by the laws of Moses leads to a life of high character and outstanding ethics. This is a blessing to the Lord and is treated as treasures in heaven. The question of morals and ethics is a question that sometimes you will have to answer. Morals and ethics do change as society changes. Some changes are for the best, while others are not. The laws of Moses, the Torah, is from the Lord and should never change. However, society does implement laws that violate the Torah. Well, let us wait just a moment and contemplate that statement. Is it a violation of the Torah if society allows an act that appears to be against the Torah, or is it that the Torah is being misinterpreted? There have been some significant changes to society in the United States over the past few decades that some consider being against the Bible. At the same time, other people see the Bible endorsing the acts. Both cannot be right, or can they? Progressive attitudes towards the Bible are that it is an outdated document that was wonderful for the past but is not for today. The Torah from the Lord is the blueprint for the universe and is never outdated. There are sections of the Bible that do not apply to us today. For example, the animal sacrifice system was executed at the Temple of Jerusalem. The day of the animal sacrifice for the atonement of sin no longer exists. If you examine the temple's destruction at Jerusalem in 70 CE being a God-driven event, then the Lord negated that part of the Torah. Notice I said that the Lord negated a part of his law that he gave to Moses. Therefore, it is correct that the animal sacrifice laws do not have to be followed. The Torah can be understood in today's world. The Torah must be applied to one's life if one wants to live a life pleasing to the Lord. It would help if you accepted that humans are very good at sinning. The Lord built into the Torah and thus the universe the solution to sin. Repentance is the solution. The Torah describes how repentance and forgiveness of sin works. Humans should be thankful to the Lord for adding this feature to the universe. That does not mean you can go out and sin all you can and ask for forgiveness. There is a difference between intentional sin and mistaken actions that are sinful. A person must strive to live a good life without sin. When sin enters, it can be resolved through repentance. The Lord is love, grace, and peace. He waits to forgive us. Why not take advantage of the repentance that is offered through the Torah? May the Lord bless you in your learning and studying of His Word.